When professional drone pilot Ronnie accepted an assignment to capture footage in the Tibetan mountains, he anticipated a challenging yet rewarding job. With over 10 years of professional experience flying drones for movies, documentaries, and sporting events, Ronnie was no stranger to extreme locations. However, this solo expedition to the unforgiving heights of the Tibetan wilderness was uncharted territory for him. Little did he know, this journey would lead to an earth-shattering discovery hidden in the peaks. Ronnie's mission was to film breathtaking shots of snow-covered peaks and wildlife in negative temperatures for a wildlife documentary. Initially, the harsh conditions made him hesitant. The journey would involve trekking on foot through treacherous, freezing landscapes. The risk of equipment failure in such a hostile environment loomed large. However, when the production company offered an irresistible financial package, Ronnie's doubts melted away. Determined, he set out to find a guide capable of navigating the remote, perilous terrain. Securing local help proved difficult. The Sherpa people, known for their expertise in mountain navigation, were wary of outsiders. After 2 days of searching, Ronnie managed to convince 2 experienced Sherpas to guide him up the mountain. Even with their expertise, the journey was grueling. High winds and sub-zero temperatures battered the team relentlessly. Doubts crept into Ronnie's mind as he questioned whether his state-of-the-art drone could withstand the punishing weather. Eventually, the group reached the designated filming location. The weather briefly cleared and Ronnie's spirits lifted. He began setting up his equipment while the Sherpas shared a concerning observation. The surrounding paths, usually busy with signs of human activity, were unusually desolate. Flags marking common routes were missing, and the absence of people was unsettling. This posed a challenge for the nature documentary, as signs of human interference would mar the shots, but the Sherpas proposed a daring solution. A restricted area nearby, untouched by human presence. The off-limits area promised pristine natural beauty, perfect for the documentary. However, entering it was fraught with risks. Local laws forbade entry, and aircraft were banned from flying over the region. While drones weren't explicitly mentioned in the regulations, the ambiguity didn't guarantee safety. Despite the potential consequences, Ronnie decided to proceed. His persistence would soon lead to an unimaginable discovery. At the edge of the restricted zone, Ronnie launched his drone. His Sherpa guides watched in awe as the small device soared into the sky. Steering it towards the mountaintops, Ronnie began capturing breathtaking footage. Steep cliffs, cascading snow, and roaming mountain goats filled the camera's frame. Each shot was more stunning than the last, and Ronnie felt a surge of pride as the drone effortlessly navigated the challenging environment. As the drone's battery dwindled, Ronnie prepared to wrap up filming. He wanted one final, sweeping shot of the mountain range to showcase its grandeur. Guiding the drone higher, he scanned the camera feed for the perfect angle. Suddenly, something extraordinary appeared on the screen. 2 enormous glass domes nestled within craters at the mountain's peak. Ronnie was stunned. At first, he thought his eyes were playing tricks on him, a result of exhaustion or the high altitude. But the domes were unmistakably real. Their pristine, geometric structures stood in stark contrast to the rugged natural landscape. What were these domes? Who had built them? And why were they hidden in such a remote location? He called his Sherpas over, hoping they could shed light on the mysterious structures. But even these seasoned mountain guides were baffled. They had no knowledge of the domes or their purpose. Ronnie's curiosity burned brighter. He wanted to investigate further, but his drone's battery was critically low. Reluctantly, he steered it back, barely managing to land it before it powered off completely. Unable to shake the mystery, Ronnie decided to approach the domes on foot. His Sherpas were hesitant, warning him of the dangers and the forbidden nature of the territory. One guide refused to go further and returned to the camp, but the other, intrigued by the drone footage, agreed to accompany Ronnie. Crossing into the restricted zone, the duo encountered an eerie silence. The snow-covered path stretched endlessly, the only sound their boots crunching against the ice. After an hour of strenuous climbing, the domes came into view. The closer they got, the more surreal the sight became. The smaller dome, located on a plateau, seemed the most accessible. They hurried toward it, brushing snow from its surface to reveal soil beneath the glass. As they explored, the Sherpa discovered a door partially buried in snow. It was locked, with no visible mechanism to open it. Nearby, Ronnie spotted a scanner with a dead battery. Ingeniously, he used the drone's spare battery to power the device. To their astonishment, the scanner recognized Ronnie's face and unlocked the door. Inside, they found a tunnel leading to another door, which opened into a vast underground chamber. The space beneath the dome was a stark contrast to the icy wilderness outside. Rooms filled with supplies and temperature-controlled environments hinted at advanced planning and purpose. Exploring further, Ronnie came across a field of soil, inexplicably thriving in the harshest of climates. A sign on the wall, written in the local language, confirmed their suspicions. This was a doomsday bunker. The bunker was designed to support life during a catastrophic event, equipped with cutting-edge technology and vast reserves of food and water. It was a sanctuary for the elite, government officials, wealthy individuals, and influential figures. The domes, invisible to the world, were part of a global network of secret facilities meant to ensure the survival of a select few. The domes were going to be the next big act of resistance, and the last the government would hold. The implications were staggering. The discovery of such a bunker, hidden in plain sight yet inaccessible to the masses, highlighted the stark inequalities in disaster preparedness. Ronnie felt a mix of awe and disillusionment as he realized the extent of the secrecy surrounding these structures. Knowing the gravity of their discovery, Ronnie and his guide decided to leave no trace of their intrusion. They locked the doors, erased their footprints, and descended the mountain in silence. Ronnie deleted the footage of the domes from his drone, fearing the consequences of exposing such a secret. Back at the camp, Ronnie handed over the rest of his footage to the documentary team, fulfilling his professional obligation. But the memory of the domes lingered. He resolved never to let his curiosity lead him into such perilous situations again. The forbidden domes remained etched in his mind, a symbol of humanity's hidden preparations for an uncertain future. Ronnie's discovery raised more questions than answers. What other secrets lay concealed in remote corners of the world? Who decides who is worthy of survival? As he left the Tibetan mountains, Ronnie knew he had stumbled upon a truth few would ever know. A truth buried beneath snow and glass, waiting for the day it might be needed.